Okay, so this is story time with Ricardo, right? So today, 6 jobs on the schedule, 6 jobs. I actually just finished the last job, which I did, job number 2. But let me tell you about the 6 jobs I had. Because when you subcontract these jobs, that's where it gets really, really tricky, where you kind of get picky, right? So in the morning, I get a majority of my calls. And today I ended up getting about 4 or 5 calls with jobs on the schedule. I only had 2 jobs on the schedule. That's myself. So these are 2 jobs that I'm selectively going to do. In other words, I picked these 2 jobs out that I'm locally, I guess, they're locally, and those are the jobs that I on the schedule will get to today because they're not far, because they're good paying jobs, because they're easy jobs. And at my age of 49, I can still move, I can still do a lot of stuff, but I choose these jobs particularly for me. All right, so let me tell you about these jobs that I had today. I ended up getting a fridge in Louisville, Texas. It's called Gold Canyon City. I don't know what it is. It's Canyon something. And I sent that job and I contracted off to James B&G Junk Removal. And I'm going to tell you why. Because James lives in Louisville and it's right next to Flower Mound, which is right next to Copper Canyon. That was job number 1. That was $45. It's not a big deal, but it's a free job. So I sent it over to James. That's one job. The second job I got was in Sunnyvale, Texas. That was a booking job this morning. I looked at my computer, boom, it came up. And I sent that one to Southern Junk Removal. They are nearby Sunnyvale, Texas. That again is a $45 fridge, but again, it's a job you don't have to pay for. I will just give it to you. I'm owed nothing from these jobs. I just give them away. 2 jobs. Before I left this morning, I had a booking in Frisco, Texas. I sent that to Maddie in Frisco, Texas. He got that job. Then, while I was having breakfast, I got another job in Frisco, Texas. I sent that to Madison. That is 4 jobs I subcontracted this morning. And then I had 2 jobs. I had a garage clean out that I chose to do. And then another job, which was this satellite dish removal I just completed just like seconds ago before I started this video. Why is it when I'm driving off, I get a phone call, is someone going to call me? Ma'am, where are you at? She said Sunnyvale, Texas. That's Southern's job. The refrigerator I gave him. Is somebody going to come and pick up this fridge? Ma'am, let me get a hold of them. I called Southern. I said, did you see your email? I sent you a job. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I didn't check my email this morning. Strike 1. So I'm driving down the highway. I fix that situation. Why do I get a phone call from the customer in Copper Canyon? Hey, your driver hasn't called me. Hey, James, what's going on, brother? I sent you a job this morning. Oh, bro, I didn't see you send me a text. You didn't see the free job I sent you? You're telling me, James, you didn't see the free job I sent you? Oh, boy. That's job number 2. I get a phone call from Mr. Reliability, Maddie. Maddie in Frisco, his area. I get the phone call from the customer. Yes, I was just wondering if the driver was going to do the job today or is that tomorrow? Sir, let me reassure you, if my guys can screw up, it's today. I've got a job from Sunnyvale. I've got a job from Louisville that they haven't called. Let me call my driver. There I go calling my son to confirm. He said, Dad, I was going to get to it right after this job. What's the big deal? It's a fridge. You know, it's not the fact that it's a fridge. It's the fact that you're getting a fridge for free. Maybe you don't have any jobs on the schedule. Maybe you're actually not doing anything. You took a day off and I sent you a job for free. For free. By the way, Maddie's job was not a fridge. By the way, I made a mistake. The one in Copper Canyon to James is a fridge, and the one in Sunnyvale is a fridge to my guy Southern. Maddie's is a couch removal, and it's a significantly bigger job. It's a $120 job. The other job that I sent to Maddie is a microwave, it's a small couch, it's a dining table, it's a bigger job. The fact is that these are my jobs that I give to them, I subcontract to them. I don't have to worry about these jobs anymore. They're off my schedule. I physically only did 2 jobs today where I was there. But off the other jobs, the other 4 jobs I gave away, I hear the customer bitching at me about something. Listen, guys, the reason I subcontract these jobs is because I rely on y'all doing the jobs. I don't want to handle them anymore. It's because that's the way I give them away, so you can do the job. Sometimes you just got to do better. And these are the ups and downs of subcontracting jobs. And I'm going to tell you, this happens to me about once a week, 4 times a month, where I have to deal with stuff like this. Why isn't the customer contacting me? Headaches, man. When you're giving away jobs. When you're giving them away. You know, over the last 18 years, I have earned these jobs. Google gets these jobs for me. They just give them to me. I don't know why. I have no idea how they find me. But it's funny because this customer that I just came through to remove this satellite dish said he found me on Reddit. How? I have no idea. The lady I did, Saturday, found me on Instagram. How? I rarely post on Instagram. Guy the other day, this guy that I did earlier today, the contractor guy that I cleaned out his garage, he said, you're not going to believe this because it's unbelievable. He said that his customer, his neighbor told him to call me and couldn't find me. So believe it or not, that this guy found me on Twitter. He says, typed in Junk Guys Junk Removal Service and I came up on Twitter. One of my videos. And then it took him to YouTube, and then that's when he got my number. I don't know how these people find me, but they find me online on social media. If you're not doing social media, there's got to be something wrong. But again, be careful when you get a lot of jobs that you don't want to do and you subcontract, because you're still going to have problems. I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't want to do the jobs, you're going to have problems. I'll leave it at that. I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Just wanted to rant. I was kind of venting about the situation that happened to me. The conspiracy of subcontracting. Bye-bye.